Good morning, all my friends. On this beautiful Easter morning, I just want to shoot a little video of my progress in the garden. And I noticed this morning when I came out here, this pot right here that looks like something was ripped out of it. Well, it was. I put a Brussels sprout plant in there because I was just going to experiment to see how it would do in aquaponics. And either a squirrel or a rodent or something got up here and yanked it out of there. So that's kind of disappointing. And all my little lettuce seedlings are doing fine. They're going through the little change of soil to clay rock in the water, but not very many of them have perished in the process. They're all doing pretty good. And at some point, man, they just take off. It takes a while. They'll look like this for a little while, and then them roots are down there doing their thing. And once some roots get established, they just take off. But pond's super clear, as you can see. And I did a lot of gardening yesterday with my daughter Jordan. I bought like 100 plants and said, Jordan, will you do anything today? Come on, let's plant some stuff. And she sure enough came and helped me. She helped me. She planted a lot of flowers. This year I wanted to really make sure I planted a lot of flowers because now see, here's Brussels sprouts in the ground and they ain't been touched. So that's kind of weird to me. They hit the one in the pond but not in the ground. So I don't know. I'm gonna say that was a squirrel that got up on that pond filter and took that Brussels sprout. I also took some tomato plants and put them in here in the water system, and they look good. When you first put them in there, they fall over and they wilt a little bit, and I had to crank the water up a little, so I had to make sure that they were getting water on the bottom of them, which it is. When you pull it out of there and it's dripping, you're good. It means the bottom's getting water and it's wicking up the lava rock. I use lava rock on these because I know it works, because that was the first thing I used as a substrate was the lava rock. And I planted carrots here. This whole thing is going to be carrots. They're in the ground. And so I did Better Boy, then I did Big Boy, and then I did Beef Master. All the bigger tomatoes do really well in the water system, so that's what I did here. And then I'm leaving this side here for all my lettuce seedlings, and eventually I'll move back here. And then all the tomatoes along the fence line here, I did nothing but tomatoes along the fence line. And these are all, in general, not common tomatoes. Like Lemon Boy, I've never had it, but I figured I had to try it. Um, that's Better Boy, Lemon Boy, Cherokee Purple. So I did two of most of them. Yellow Pear, which is one of my favorites, great in salads. Sweet Cherry 100. I did a bunch of those last year. You really only need one. They have so many tomatoes. That's Brandywine. And this is Supersonic. So yeah, I put flowers in between the tomatoes every so often. Could you please get off my plants, sir? Don't be stepping on my flowers now. We're gonna have a problem up in here, you understand? You don't step on my flowers, okay? Oh no, don't be getting me dusty. I just got out of the shower. I got no plans of getting dirty today. And then I also did tomatoes here too. Look, something got in here and moved this around and everything. What the heck? And these are just Roma tomatoes, these two. Oh no, I'm lying. This is Roma and this is Rutgers. And here I did, these are my seedlings that I started from seeds. And this is cucumber, and this is my attempt at an acute cucumber trellis. So I gave them the option, they can go up these cages and then they can go up the fence too. And eventually I'm gonna add another couple feet here, have it come up a couple feet. They say in general you want 4 feet. So Thor, I hope you're watching where you're walking, homeboy, because you're about to step on my zucchini plants. I got zucchini plants here, and right here underground I have rhubarb. It's been in the ground the last 2 years, and this will be the first year I can harvest it. But the ground temperature ain't warm enough yet for that to come up, I guess. So I was saying last year I had a real problem. I had a lot of flowers, but not all the flowers turned to tomatoes or turned to eggplant or anything. They just stayed flowers, and it's because I didn't have any pollinators. So this year I planted flowers all over there. I planted flowers around both trees here and up there. And I also put flowers over here too. And I did marigolds, which rabbits don't like the smell of marigolds and bees love them. So I'm hoping to keep the rabbits at bay a little bit, and and also bring the bees to my place, because if I can get more pollination, man, I'll really see great numbers. I think last year wasn't bad, but I was just seeing a lot of flowers on my cucumbers and a lot of flowers on my tomatoes that never turned to nothing. But this is the progress. I got the aquaponic tomatoes going, and you'll be surprised at how fast these things start growing. I mean, it's something else. I love just coming out here in the garden though, man, and doing my thing and listening to the waterfall and catching glimpses like this of the koi and the goldfish, and it's just a beautiful way to garden. The sounds and the scenes, I love it. It's my therapy. I work my butt off, and this is where I forget about it all. But anyway, hostas are starting to come up a little bit. I got a lot of hostas back here. This whole thing will be filled up with hostas. They're just now starting to come up. But Thor, bro, you okay, man? Man, I really don't like how you just went over that. I mean, this is the only place Thor can get in the garden at. Right here at the pond entrance. I fenced off everything all around. The only place he can enter is right here. Anyway, I just want to post the progress. Believe it or not, that took a whole day to do yesterday. Me and her were some planting fools. I had 2 flats of flowers, impatiens and marigolds. That was 72 plants right there. And then I bought 16 different tomato plants, but some of them had 2 or 3, 4 tomato plants in them, so I don't even know how many tomatoes I planted all together. It was more than 16, because like I said, that some of them had 2 or 3 packs in it. And I'm excited, man. This is the most planting I've done for the garden, and I got a few other things I want to do. I want to do like a tomato trellis for the more vinier species of tomatoes, so they won't be so bunched up, and hopefully it'll promote, disease-free growing and maybe get a better yield too. But I'm gonna add that probably next weekend. But that's it. Happy Easter, everybody.